Gary, thank you for being here. What was it about Udia that resonated and that was different?
From the moment we first started speaking, it was much more about how do we find a new model, a new solution that changes the way legal is perceived in the company. You're trying to do something big and different that just resonated with me and the way I see the future of the legal team. So it was an immediate connection. And the way we work together, of course, is more of a partnership and a collaboration. So it's not just here's a tool. It's more about let us work together to find use cases and solutions that make our legal team more effective and more like business partners. So that was what initially drew me to Udia, and we're super happy with where we're at right now.
That's great. And when you think about some of the outcomes that we're driving, I think it'd be quite interesting for people to hear both a flavor of what those outcomes are and also how we actually went about achieving them.
Sure. So we see an opportunity in terms of Duracell to shift spend from traditional law firm models, variable cost, relatively high, to fixed fee outcome-based models. So we're now moving towards contracts as an example, where we're simply processing large volumes of contract, not on an hourly basis, but on a fixed fee basis. These are contracts of the sort we would normally put outside counsel on, even though they're not the most strategic contracts, but they're important and they require human in the loop. And we found a far more effective way to do it with Udia's toolkit, so lower cost, faster turn on contracts. The other outcome we're seeing on the more creative use case we have that we're working on is, I'd say, legal adjacent. It's really, legal's involved, but kind of marginally. So that's where the outcome we're looking for is actually optimizing a very large spend pool in the company. And the spend pool is really an investment pool with our customers. It's the way we go to market, and most retail-focused CPG companies do. You make investments with your retail partners. We have a large amount of what you call spender investment to work with, and it sort of came through legal because these are basically contracts of sorts, but really owned by sales and finance. So our sales and finance team probably work with Udia more than I am right now in our legal team, which is really cool, but it came from our legal partnership. So it's still a legal adjacent application, but it's really taken a new life in the company.
Gary, you're obviously not only the chief legal officer, you're also the chief AI officer, thinking about how do you actually bring AI into the company. On the partnership side, I would just love to hear, what is it about the Udia approach to integrations and partnerships that you like?
There's so much massive innovation in this space that's available, and the choice as an enterprise is, how do you embrace this technology and how do you kind of merge it with a point solution like we're working on with Udia? What I love to hear is that Udia is finding a way to partner so that we can potentially bring the best of both together. So we can bring the best LLMs and combine them with the Duracell brain that Udia is already helping us build, and even our co-created tool, so that we're getting the very best LLM technology from the best and brightest minds in the world, and we're also getting the legal context custom solution that we have from Udia in one. So we don't have to choose which path do we go down. We're able to essentially take the best of both.